listening to Phantasm Podcast, a horror death metal podcast for the old school. Join your hosts Corey Gorechrist and Dr. Vincent West as they stuff horror movie reviews and death metal interviews all in one body bag. Listen on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube, and like on Facebook, and head over to StageDiverRadio.com for more.
Hi, this is Alex Skolnick of Testament, Metal Allegiance, and Alex Skolnick Trio, and you're listening to Phantasm Podcast.
Phantasm.
Alright, this is Corey Gorechrist from Phantasm Podcast. We have the honor of speaking with the man, Alex Skolnick of Testament and Metal Allegiance, here to talk about the new record. Volume 2, Power Drunk Majesty, is due September 7th on Nuclear Blast Records. Alex, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing alright. Actually on vacation from normal life this weekend, so it's pretty cool.
Alright.
Taking a little bit off the day job. Very excited about the new record, and we'll get into that.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, it sounds really awesome. They put out the Bound for Silence today, the video. It's incredible. You know, John Bush is a...
I love seeing the response, yeah.
Yeah, John Bush is a great guy. We've had the pleasure of having, talking with him before, and he's just a all-around amazing musician, and it was really nice.
I'm so glad he came on board too, because he just fits like a glove, and it's a perfect new addition for the Metal Allegiance family.
Oh yeah, it's just perfect the way that it all meshed together on that track, and I talked to Chuck this week about your guys wrapping up the world, the U.S. tour with Slayer. Talk a little bit about that, on your perspective.
Yeah, it's been going great. I am staring at a row of buses and trucks, sitting in a golf cart as I speak to you. That has been our life for pretty much the whole summer.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. It's a great way to help send Slayer off in style.
Yeah, for sure.
We're totally honored to be a part of it. The crowds have been amazing. They've mostly sold out. They're showing up on time to catch us, and Napalm Death is kicking off the show. We had Behemoth last time around. So we've got to be good friends of ours.
Awesome.
And it's really cool. It's just there's a lot of camaraderie. No drama. Just everybody's totally professional, having a good time. It's kind of the opposite of the reputation of metal. I mean, people think a tour like this, oh man, it's gonna be out of control and all kinds of.
Say those days are behind it.
And actually, we're so functional.
Yeah.
It's like I think people would be shocked, but yes, it's the Slayer tour.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I think with the responses I've seen and people being so excited about it, I think this is a tour people will remember over a lot of the other tours, that you guys have done. I think this one's like a really memorable experience,
Thank you.
So yeah, I saw you guys with an off show with Anthrax in Knoxville, Tennessee, and that was actually the last show that venue will ever have. Like they closed after that. So.
Oh God, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's been there since the '90s. They've hosted like Typo Negative there and Death, and it's been there for a long time, and under different ownerships over the years, and they finally shut down.
It's too bad.
That was
a dark day too, because I'm a big Anthony Bourdain fan.
Yeah, that happened that day, didn't it?
That happened that day.
Wow.
Or the day before the news broke that day.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Really sad.
Yeah, it's awful.
The show was still good. Yeah, we had a great show. The crowd was great, but yeah, it was very hard to shake that.
Yeah.
That news.
Yeah, you guys seem unfazed on stage. It's very. I've seen you guys a lot, but that was one of the probably better shows I've seen you guys do. I mean, it was just different.
Oh, cool.
So that was awesome.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, I never done with you guys. It's incredible. But on that note, and I'm glad you guys had a great time. You got to send Slayer off in fashion, and everything's going well on that end. But for Metal Allegiance, really excited about this release. I mean, so what have you taken from the first album, like the self-titled, and brought onto this record?
Well, the word I use most often for the first record is adventure.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody knew what to expect.
Sure.
And the project, it had really been this fun gathering of various players that would jam on cover tunes.
Right.
And, I wasn't even there for the first few times around.
Yeah.
I used to hear about it. It was called Metal Masters. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that, but it was all. It didn't happen very often, and I usually wasn't in town when it did happen. And then the one time I was around when they did it was on the motor boat, which was Motorhead's cruise.
Yeah.
Sadly, Lemmy's last one.
Yeah.
But that really launched the next wave, the next phase of Metal Masters, which was by then called Metal Allegiance.
Yeah.
And I had a great time playing with them. So I just thought, this would be fun now. Every once in a while I'll jump in with these guys, do some covers, and it's been within a few weeks. There were like top secret discussions with Portnoy, Bengy, Ellis, and Portnoy, and they let me know they wanted to do a record. They basically wanted to have original material to do.
Sure.
That was the main thing. It's like, okay, we're doing all these covers, it's fun, but what if they did the original material? So, just no strings attached. I said, sure, we can work. Let's work on the stuff together. Let's see how it goes. With no idea how it would go, and it was just this, this adventure. It's like sort of being in a room for a week with these guys, and we came up with all this music, and it seemed cool.
Right.
But it was unclear where we would go because we didn't know who was going to sing. If we have singers, how many singers are there going to be, and whatnot.
Right.
But we got lucky because Nuclear Blast Records was 100% behind the project. They came on board. They helped support us. They gave us the resources to reach out to so many artists. I mean, there ended up being like over a couple dozen artists on that first record.
Oh yeah.
And it just became, again, it became this adventure. And we realized, I said this in one of the promotional videos. We were like kids in a candy store.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, we can do, not only like a classic thrash tune and have Mark from Death Angel, but we can do like a 90s rock tune, like almost like a modern rock tune, and have Doug from King's X and Jamie Josta, or we can go Euro metal and have Christina Scambia. We can go prog metal and have this crazy instrumental Triangulum with 7,
Yeah.
So it was great, but we were really, like, all over the map. And I think we did great with it. I like the record a lot. This time around, however, we weren't up for, first of all, we didn't want to repeat the same process.
Sure.
And second of all, we wanted to focus, streamline, and consolidate.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the tunes and what are the styles that we feel most comfortable with? And we kind of honed in on those. We've since done a number of live shows, mostly at events, such as the NAMM show, and a few music festivals, and the release shows. And just the ones that really stood out from the first record are Pledge of Allegiance, Can't Kill the Devil, the Dying Song. Like a lot of the ones that we put out as singles ended up being sort of the main ones that we would put in the set. Even though we've done a couple odds and ends here and there.
Right.
But so I think from those songs there is a kind of a similar consistency with those songs that we chose to build on, but not sound like.
Yeah. And
really just keep it more in the same, not the same, because it goes into, there are songs on this record that sound radically different from one another, but it always sounds like the same band, and it varies in the way that a classic rock or metal record would have different songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like a great Ozzy or Dio record, for example, might have a dark ballad or a dark slow tune, but it might have an up-tempo, high-energy tune as well.
Like the flow
it
is
always sounds
there.
like the same band.
Yeah, got the same driving force, and you got the same, almost like a musical message to it, but it's all spread out as far as,
Yeah, and I just think on the first record, it was almost like if you took different periods of one band.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like I'm not gonna compare us to the Rolling Stones or anything, but if you took the psychedelic Rolling Stones with sitar.
Yeah.
And then on the same record of a late '70s track called Some Girls, and then early '80s, and then one of the very first singles from the early '60s, right? And it's the same band, but radically different. I mean, that's, to me, that type of variation sort of represents that of the first record, whereas this one, it just really sounds like, this band in this period, and, just very, very consolidated and consistent.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely.
Even though there's a different singer on every song.
Right. And then I love, like we said, you got John Bush on there. You also got Bobby from Overkill, which is amazing, and these are
new additions, and they feel like they've been there all along. Both those guys they fit in so well, personally and vocally, and we're excited. They're both going to be part of the release show, and then we also have new people like Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder.
I think that's incredible too. I mean, it's
which is later generation metal, but he sounds great on the track.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
and it's a different side of him, and it's really cool.
You get people like that to push themselves, and Troy Sanders is on Liars and Thieves, so Mastodon, which is really cool too, and you get that.
Yeah. And Floor from Nightwish, who has a completely different take on it.
Right.
Yeah, she's just so melodic and just such a great musician. As well, you just hear the musicality in her vocal. I think she had something completely different that we didn't even have before.
Right. And then Johan from Amon Amarth, which is another, something he definitely fits in a lot of different places as far as metal.
And him as well as Floor, as I mentioned before, they really helped represent Europe on this one.
Yeah.
Last time around, we had Christina from Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
And it was a duet with Marcos Gueda. So, it was a really cool part on the song Scars. But even so, it was a duet with a guy from North America.
Yeah.
And, I think on this one, Floor has, even though it's part 2 of a song that Mark does. Mark's kind of our duo guy, and he's like our main live guy.
Yeah.
That her part. I mean, her track is all her, and Johann's track is all him. So that just gives us really good European representation, as well as Mark Cedillo, who's even though he's from the States, he sings for a European band.
Sure.
Except.
Yeah.
So there's really a European imprint on this, which I think is good. I think it gives us something we didn't have last time around.
Yeah, it kicks ass and it adds almost a new experience to the band, and having, Max Cavalera too, which is, South America even,
Absolutely.
And Andreas, which is amazing,
Yeah.
So all that stuff combined together.
Yeah, he really adds a whole new flavor, and that the track with Max is really different than any other track we've done, and it's got this whole very tribal, percussive quality.
Yeah, it's really great. And now when the vocalists come in, do they write their own lyrics for the tracks, or do you guys handle that as well?
Every track comes about a different way. I would consider Mark Vange the main lyricist for the band. He did the majority, and he comes up with sometimes he comes up with so many lyrics for a tune, I have to stop him. Say, listen, this is 3 songs. But the stuff he comes up with is really good. So, and often, and every song happens differently, but often he'll come up with a lot of words, and I'll end up being the guy who creates the placement of the words and the melody as well. Some of the songs, I think about half the record, I created, I took the tracks and sang to them myself.
Yeah.
And created guide vocal tracks.
Nice.
In which I would tell the singers, please don't sound like me. I am not a metal singer. But I'm very good at doing guide vocals and sort of hearing the structure of a song.
Yeah. You're a great backing vocalist, I think.
Co-produced the thing, and I've done that for a lot of the Testament songs. Songs like The New Order and Into the Pit. Those are my vocal placement.
Yeah, live you sound good. The growls are there, I hear it.
Yeah. So, but then there were other songs where Ellison and Mark would collaborate on stuff. And then there were others where, the singers are just, the way they work, we just let them take it and run with it.
Right.
Examples of that, Floor from Nightwish, Max Cavalera, we didn't know what the hell he was going to do.
Yeah.
He came back with this wild song. They go, oh, maybe you could do it. You know what I mean? It's like, nobody else could have, we don't know what he's saying, we don't know what, but it's amazing. It's so Max.
Yeah.
And Johann, too. Johann, the way he works, he has a very unique voice. I wouldn't really know how to write for that voice.
Sure.
But he's another guy, he's happy going into his space, coming up with stuff, and, I just love what he came up with.
Yeah. It's remarkable how, the heavy hitters of metal, all you guys get together and can all create something together and just make it perfect. It's really remarkable. To make such a killer record.
It's fun because I mentioned some of the albums that got me into metal were albums like A Diary of a Madman.
Oh, absolutely.
Or the early Dio with Vivian Campbell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where there was great guitar playing, but it was also dark and heavy, and you heard these guys had great tone too.
Yeah,
You heard the riffs, and Testament's the type of band where it's more of the sort of Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax model, where you have a riff guy.
Yeah.
That, live, everybody's a riff guy.
Right.
Yeah. But, so for this, it's fun because I take on that role.
Yeah.
And with Testament, Eric's that guy, and that works great. But it's fun for me to sort of,
be the riff
tap
guy.
into be the riffer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And maybe it's Scott Ian influence on some tunes. Maybe it's Randy Rose influence on others, or even Van Halen or Idol. Even he's a great single guitar player. But another like single guitar player is like Andreas, who's a guest soloist on our record. So he does a couple guest solos, and Edith Strauss does a guest solo. She's just
amazing.
I knew her before Alice Cooper, and I always knew she was going places. And then Joe Satriani, who was my student, and has influenced everybody. And to have him on the title track and us trading is just like, the ultimate.
Just Joe was a student of yours?
No.
That's why I was like, what?
I studied with him.
Okay.
He was close to 30, and I was preteen. I was about 14 years old.
Yeah, okay. That's why I was like, wait.
I was his student. Yeah.
I was like, that blew my mind.
No. Yeah. No, that would be physically impossible.
Yeah. I mean, these days, I don't know. But even the track like Mother of Sin with Bobby, that almost felt like a Overkill song to me. Like it was, just the vibe of it was really good.
It's funny how that works out, because, we wrote those. I distinctly remember coming up with the riff from Mother of Sin.
Yeah.
Both the opening riff and the chorus riff. Both of those were really done. Those were just like jamming riffs.
Yeah.
Some of the other parts, like the opening of the album, The Accuser, right, has this big guitar intro, and the same way Power Drunk Majesty Part 1 starts with this wall of guitars. These were like things I had laying around on tape. They were experiments.
Oh wow!
That I played for the guys, and they dug, and ended up being parts of the record. But the song was Blitz. Like all those parts came about. We were just jamming, and Portnoy is playing this groove, and I would just try a few different things, and then go into that riff. And everybody would want to say, "What's that? What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take that riff." And that ended up being the song. So it's funny when you put Blitz on it, and you can say, sure, it sounds like Overkill, but I think if you put a different singer on, it would probably even sound like somebody, like a different band.
Yeah, that, I get that. Like the Max Cavalera one, it almost fit perfectly that way too, and I guess he has.
Yeah, that one especially, I would concede that. Yeah, it is Sepultura like. I mean, I think if I remember right, that was even our working title of the song.
The Sepultura like.
It was called Sepultura.
That's awesome.
Yeah, other songs were song in D or fast tune, whatever we could come up with on the fly.
Right.
So a lot of numbers too. Song 2, song 3, song 4. But I remember that one. We specifically called it Sepultura because we knew that was and that was before we even knew who was singing on it.
Right.
When Max ended up, I think Ellison was the one who brought in Max, and once that looked like a possibility. It just made so much sense.
Yeah,
Meant to be.
And then lyrically and everything, this whole thing all around just turned out really great. Yeah, really looking forward to the record. The show you have coming up, the release show, sounds incredible. You know, it's at the Gramercy in New York, which I've been to. It's a awesome venue. Now, is it just going to be mainly the core lineup for that one? You got special things going on and you can't really talk about for the event, or?
Oh, I can. Yeah, it's been announced.
Okay.
So, both Blitz and Bush are coming out.
Awesome.
Which is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Mark Osquita, who is our traditional master of ceremonies.
Right.
Mark Trinillo.
Awesome.
Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder.
Okay.
And singing the title track, originally sung by Floor, is Elisa White Glutes from Arch Enemy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And Andreas on guitar, both bass players, Mark Mengy and David Elfson, and Mike Portnoy on drums.
Sounds like a great night for metal and for all the fans.
It's going to be a really great night.
Yeah. And the venue's great, and the bands, like the support acts, like Venom Inc., that's going to be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're excited.
And they put on a hell of a show themselves, so that's going to be a good setup for that. Also got Weapons of Anew, Follow the Awakened, and Terabyte, so anybody who hasn't already planned on going to New York, you probably should next week, because that's going to be
yeah, you definitely should.
Something not to miss. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. We look forward to the release. Metal Allegiance Volume 2, Power Drunk Majesty, due September 7th on Nuclear Blast Records. Alex, it's been an absolute honor to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining in here.
Thanks for having me. Take care.